Greetings, everybody. Ezra Rozier here. It has finally happened. The Eagles have finally moved on from the much maligned JJ Arcega-Whiteside, also known as the Umbrella Man. Let me tell you guys, so ever since we drafted him in the second round of the 2019 draft, I just never had a good feeling about JJ Arcega-Whiteside. I know he had a standout career at Stanford, but something just didn't sit right with me about JJ Arcega-Whiteside. You ever had that feeling where you just don't like a player from the beginning, from the get-go? That was me. Just something in my gut just told me that this was not going to work. So when training camp rolled around in 2019, and this image would follow him for the rest of his career in Philadelphia, JJ Arcega-Whiteside's mother was there next to him holding an umbrella over him. Like, look, so I want to say this first. I have no problem with his mom being there for him during training camp. She wanted to be there for her son. She wanted to support her son. Look, I get that. I do. I really do get it. I understand. But the fact that he had his mom holding his umbrella for him, like, bruh, carry your own umbrella. Why can't you carry your own umbrella? Like, dude, you can't have your mom following you around holding your umbrella. Like, at least hold the umbrella yourself. You got your mom holding your umbrella for you. That's not going to work. And that became a meme instantly. Instantly became a meme. But later on during training camp, we started to hear all these rumblings like, oh, JJ Arcega-Whiteside is a red zone machine. JJ Arcega-Whiteside, all he does is catch touchdowns. Like he's freaking Chris Carter or something. And I fell for it. I'll admit, I fell for it. I was like, okay. I mean, I'm still not that excited about this pick, but who knows? Maybe he could really do something. And the 2019 season rolls around. He doesn't give us anything, really. Doesn't give us anything. I do remember him dropping a touchdown against the Detroit Lions. That's the most significant memory I have from him during the 2019 season. He was just a complete afterthought. He was not a big part of this offense. Really disappointing for a second round pick. 2020 season rolled around. I didn't really have much hopes for him there either. And two moments during 2020 stick out to me. The Pittsburgh Steelers game, the game that I was at, the first game I ever went to in person, it was right before halftime. Carson Wentz threw a nice 30-something yard pass down the field, and JJ Arcega-Whiteside caught it next to the sideline. And this was right before half. This is like seconds on the clock before half is over. And instead of rushing the ball to the referee so we could set up the next play and have a chance at getting a field goal, JJ Arcega-Whiteside is celebrating. He's celebrating the catch. Like, dude, where is your urgency? Why are you celebrating? Just rush the ball to the referee. We could get a field goal. But nope. He thought that it was more important to celebrate that catch than rushing the ball to the referee. I think we would have had time to get that field goal if he had been a little quicker, if he wasn't celebrating, if he wasn't showboating. But I digress. And then the Baltimore Ravens game. So there was a point in the Baltimore Ravens game where Miles Sanders, he broke out into a huge run, but then he got tackled from behind. He got injured on that play, actually. So when he got tackled, Sanders fumbled the ball. And then guess who? JJ Arcega-Whiteside picks it up, recovers it, and then he scores a touchdown. And you know what? I'm glad that he scored the touchdown, but it's what happened after the play. Instead of checking on his injured teammate, he's celebrating in the end zone. Like, dude, your teammate just got hurt. You basically stole his touchdown, let's be honest. And then you're just celebrating. You're not even checking on your teammate. What is going on? Like, JJ, I just didn't have a good feeling about this. I didn't have a good feeling about him. 2021, we were hearing the same things about him during training camp. Oh, JJ Arcega-Whiteside, he's going to have a career year. JJ Arcega-Whiteside, he's going to be the second round pick that everybody projected him to be. But nope, nothing there during that season either. Nothing during that season. I mean, I do remember him making one big catch against the New Orleans Saints, but that's pretty much it. And here's another thing. So what was it? During the 2021 season, during the 2021 preseason, there was a battle between him and Travis Fulgham. You may remember Travis Fulgham because from the stretch during the middle of the 2020 season, Fulgham was our number one receiver. He was our best receiver on the team. From that 49ers game in week 4 until the Giants game in week 10, Fulgham was this team's number one receiver. And even though he kind of went on a downcline for the rest of 2020, personally, I believe it was when Alshon Jeffrey returned in that second Giants game And then ever since then, that was when Fulgham's snap started going down. So I think that Alshon Jeffrey's return contributed to Travis Fulgham's decline, but I digress. So there was a battle between him and Fulgham, JJ Arcega-Whiteside and Fulgham, in the 2021 training camp for who was going to make the team as the wide receiver. And there was this freaking preseason game against the New York Jets where JJ Arcega-Whiteside, he mossed the dude for a long touchdown. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. He's going to make the team. He's going to make the team. He just mossed somebody and scored a touchdown. And meanwhile, in that same game, Fulgham fumbled. So I'm like, that's the nail in Fulgham's coffin. JJ Arcega-Whiteside is going to get in and Fulgham's out. And the thing that really made me mad is that I don't even care that JJ had a better training camp. I know that Travis Fulgham was a better receiver than JJ Arcega-Whiteside. I know that, and nobody can tell me otherwise. So the fact that Fulgham didn't make the team and JJ made it, I was very disheartened about. Like, I get that he had the better camp, but like I said, I knew that Fulgham was the better player. And the one thing I will say this about this, I've been hammering at JJ Arcega-Whiteside in this video, but I will say this. I respect that he didn't handle criticism like a thin-skinned, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a thin-skinned guy, you know, like those people that are real sensitive. JJ Arcega-Whiteside, he just took the criticism and minded his own business. Like, he didn't come at people. He wasn't being just totally, JJ Arcega-Whiteside, he was mature. He was mature about criticism. He didn't just go out calling out people who were criticizing him. Because even though he was a mediocre player, I didn't see JJ Arcega-Whiteside turning off his Twitter or turning off replies on Instagram and stuff like that, unlike a certain other receiver on our team. You know, the guy that decided to drop 2 touchdown passes against the New York Giants. So Whiteside, he has been traded to the Seattle Seahawks in exchange for a safety named Ugo Amadi. And people do think that safety is one of our weaker positions right now. I mean, Marcus Epps, he's having a good training camp apparently, but I have no problems with it. So, Alan Petty Pickens, JJ Arcega-Whiteside, he's your problem now. So take care, everybody, and go Birds. A little post-ending scene here. I forgot to mention this before, but I think that it is so funny that we traded JJ Arcega-Whiteside to the Seattle Seahawks of all teams, because right after we drafted Arcega-Whiteside in the 2019 draft, the very next pick, the Seattle Seahawks take DK Metcalf. You know, the guy that chased down Budda Baker to prevent a pick 6 in Arizona. That guy, the big guy who's always killing us in our stadium.